With Rogers NHL Game Center Live, you can enjoy the World Cup of Hockey from here, here.
What the hell are you waiting for? After me, it's a be no more. Why that time makes noise? Get jaded. Why that time in each other? After me, it's a be no more. Why that time makes noise? What are you waiting for? Tell me what you want me to be. Feel so painless, summer something. Go what you expected of me. Under the passion, walking in your shoes. The calling of the cross is calling of the cross. Every step that I take is a blessing to you. Calling of the cross is calling of the cross. And every step that I take to go and I can't go. God, because sometimes I kiss you, you go. Because sometimes so long, I've been trying just all I want to do is be all I feel. And it is that I because so long. Can you know for to the moment? I become so done. One last time with each other. One last time with each other. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another of my music podcast. Now, this one is going to take the cake. For those who don't know, you guys have seen the inaugural edition beginning, but I'll take you guys back to the beginning of my early years when it all started, when I was listening to music. Shout out to Linkin Park, Jay-Z, Mountain Encore. I'll get that to a second. When I was very little, all my life, from at a very young age, was listening to music. That's what kept me going, kept my drive going. And I took that same drive when I was going through school. Well, I did not start school in Churchbridge at the elementary school. I started preschool in Landenberg. For those who did not know. And then I worked my way up to being in school. Well, starting off school in Churchbridge at elementary to grade 5. it started off great, and then everything just came downhill for most of my life. And I bet there's people that could probably relate to this. When I was going to school, I was bullied. I was picked on. I was always like the old teacher's pet. Because when I was in the high school, the higher grades. But there was a point in my life that what you see would never ever happen, because there was a point in my life I was mischief, I was getting in trouble somewhat. I got in trouble again when I was going to band class, and moral of the story was, like I said, I was bullied, I was picked on, I was the old saying goes, you keep provoking the bear till the bear turns around, drops you where you stand. Well, when I was in band class, I was a Christian. I had this one guy I knew since school, and then, I probably haven't told this story, but I was bullied, I was picked on, I was provoked every day. But when I was in band class, all bets are off. He kept on provoking me every day in band class, and I said, as a wise person would say, he's gotta get it. He's gotta get it. And then one day I just said to heck with it. Everything I did in band class went straight down the hill. Because this guy I know since school. Now people will say, would you done anything differently during that time in band class? Would I told teacher to stop? And he kept on doing it. He kept on making fun of me. And I said, I'm going to take power in my hands. What did I do to solve it? Well, fear expression is advised. I took a cowbell. And I told him, turn around. I busted him right in the lip. He didn't bleed. And I sat back. I was just like, I felt good. Everybody in the band class, they were waiting. They were waiting for me to do something to make people's heads roll. But my story was, I got suspended for one day, and I bet most people would probably never done this in their time in school. Would I done anything differently? No, because me being provoked in school, I couldn't take it anymore every day. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my hands, but I got suspended. I came back to school the next day, and everyone's kind of like, oh. But what would you do if you were in my shoes? When I was going through school, as I said at the top of the video, I took that same music drive, but when I was had free time on computers, computer class after I'd done the assignment, I had headphones in this music, and everybody was just kind of like, well, B, I didn't ever get the special privileges, because back then I had a learning disability growing up. I was always being helped every day in school, every day in class. I was always in another room. I had teacher assistants. I had the whole kit and caboodle. But enrolling in band class, that faithful year, it got me to where I am today. There were parts of my life that really well. I was working experience jobs in Churchbridge, getting my feet wet to what it's like to have a real job. And jobs I did in churches while I was carrying books back and forth. I worked at the grocery store in Churchbridge. I was like a bag boy. I was playing out stock, carrying out people's groceries. All the good things, and it's kind of like, well, okay. The one experience job that I did, I want to regret not doing, was working at this clothing store in Lansford at this Eagle's Nest. It was like a clothing / furniture store. I absolutely hated working there. Walked in there the first day, I was like, it was freezing cold. It was like they had no heat, and they wanted me to work in their store. But the one thing I really enjoyed, that really was like my downtime, was art. Doing art was like my way to really express myself. And fast forward after when I made the decision to move to Europe and here. I graduated from Churchbridge. I was like, I need to get out of here. When I made the move to continue my going to school, be Europe here at the region, it was a one-shot deal. And, I absolutely strive for best. There was one day standing in the hallway at the regional high school in Europe, and I overheard they were planning this Christmas party. And I was like, ding, like a pop in the head. And I asked if I could partake in the song you guys heard pop in this video. I did Linkin Park, Jay-Z's Moment Encore. To me, that is the best highlight. And it really showed people I ain't just a one-trick pony. Back then when I was still doing this thing in Churchbridge, that music thing in Churchbridge, I was partaking in some kind of Churchbridge High School rallies, and pep rallies, and all that, and I was covering Backstreet Boys classics. And people back then were like, oh, because the people I went to school with, they weren't there for me when I needed. They treated me like I was dirt. When I moved to Europe here, after going to school regional, I found truer friends that were going to be there for me, and not the ones who were going to stab me in the back and leave me hanging. But I look back in my life, early years, going to school and all that. It was a tough time. It was a very tough time. There were times when going to school is kind of like, oh man, and then you're just kind of like, you're kicking yourself for things that you should have done right, and